Welcome to your Daily Dose of Hope. I'm Phyllis Nichols, and I'm glad you're here. Today, I want to talk a little bit about when people let us down, because it happens sometimes, and it's hurtful, right? It's especially painful when it's somebody that's like our person, a really close friend, or someone that we really trust and depend on. People that are a person that we really expect to always be there for us. And sometimes that disappointment and that hurt can turn into anger, resentment. I think sometimes we can make it mean something much bigger, much different. And sometimes I think we can make it feel like, we don't matter, or you can't count on anyone anymore. I think we can go from one extreme to another, right? We can go from this very good friend in my life hurt me to like, they've never really been my friend. And that's probably not true either, right? So before we let something painful like that define an entire relationship, I think it's a good idea to pause and give ourselves time to just feel what we're feeling without reacting and trying to like sort of figure it all out. And then give yourself some time. And when you're ready to talk about it, hopefully you can have a conversation with that person and be really specific and explain why it was hurtful, why you expected maybe something different. Maybe extend a tiny bit of grace for them to share their perspective as well. Sometimes people let us down because they're human too. And maybe they're dealing with something really difficult in their life that we don't even know about. Now, it doesn't mean we have to pretend like this wasn't hurtful. Forgiveness and understanding definitely don't require us to ignore our own needs. That's not what this is about. And if this isn't an isolated incident, someone that you care about repeatedly dismisses your feelings or fails to show up for you, then it might be time to adjust expectations. But I want you to remember, and I want to remember, that people can love us and still disappoint us. Just like sometimes, unintentionally or otherwise, right? We may disappoint other people too. Relationships can experience hurt, and definitely they can be repaired. A difficult moment doesn't have to be the end of the story. Sometimes an honest conversation can be the beginning of a better one. This podcast is part of the Sound Advice FM network. Sound Advice FM, women's voices amplified.